This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105. Hello everyone, I'm Simon Preston and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the channel where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. So, as you guys have known, there's some movement going on between Jamaican players and as it relates to their movement across the Atlantic and in addition in Europe specifically. And that is what we're going to discuss in this video in particular. Lamar Walker, who many of you will know, came out of Jamaica with promising ambitions. Portmore United, where he scored 5 goals in 27 appearances in the league specifically, and going on to tally another 10 assists to that with 15 goal contributions in 27 appearances, left Jamaica with a good reputation. Left Jamaica with value, prestige, something that could really be meshed together with. And now we look at a player that went on to Miami in 2021 and 2022, 2 seasons in the United Soccer League. He has already shown that he's more than good enough to play at a higher league. And he's shown that. And he's also done that. And in that time frame, he's gone on to represent Jamaica at the Gold Cup as well. So he was part of Jamaica's Gold Cup squad last year in 2021. And now another opportunity could be coming close, as Lamar Walker could be the second Jamaican international to ply his trade for FC Kimki. Yes, that is right. The first and only Jamaican to play professionally for FC Kimki in Russia is Errol Stevens. So he could very much be the second Jamaican international to play for FC Kimki. And yes, that is right as it relates to Errol Stevens. Remember, he was there on loan in the 2009 season of the Russian Premier League. Yep, this is a top flight club. Top flight club. He expressed during his time that Errol Stevens specifically, that the club that he was at, it wasn't a diverse club, if you understand what I mean. It was a club that, it wasn't like a Spartak Moscow that had the Brazilians and the Africans. He said his club was majority based, were Russian-born players, so there wasn't a lot of diversity. He spoke about some challenges that he had, but the Russian Premier League in 2009 versus 2022, 2023 is on a different sort of trajectory. A lot of advancement made to player welfare, their needs, their training, their regiment, the sports science, the statistics, and also the data analysis side of things. So it really is something special from that standpoint, and this is why we should be embracing what comes into the pathway of Lamar Walker Let me take some of the comments and then I'll give you some more details of this trial that Lamar Walker is currently on. Do it, my general, from Clarence College's days. You do it. Decolard says Boza opened the door in Russia. That wrote more Jamaica player look into to use it as a bridge over to Europe. Ian Campbell says, a blessing, Simon. Mr. Campbell, how are you doing, sir? Lee says, big up, Simon. Big up, how are things? I think it's a good move for him. So the situation right now is that it is a trial for him. And if Lamar Walker goes and impresses on trial within the next 10 days, then a multi year deal will follow suit. And what are the details of this sort of multi year deal? Well, we're looking at minimum a year and a half contract. That is the ballpark that we're looking at as it relates specifically to Lamar. A year and a half, and from that time frame, we'll be able to the club really wants to judge him in that time frame and see if he's worthy of a contract that is beyond that time frame. But we know already that in terms of what he has demonstrated within the United Soccer League and also within the Jamaica Premier League, that he already has the ability to ply his trade within Europe. So it comes as no surprise that his ability is being attracted by other parts of the globe and now Russia in particular. Now, where Russia is concerned, like I've said with Errol Stevens, I don't think it would be fair to judge the experience that Errol had with saying that it would be the exact it would be replicated for Lamar Walker. It's not fair to say that things have changed in the time span of everything, and I don't think it would be quite fair to say that the experience that Errol had is the same thing that Lamar would have. Different players, different positions, different time frames as well. Remember 2009, this was before even the social media era as well. So we can really expect that there should be some challenges. There won't have be those challenges like Errol had. Hopefully it'll all work out, says Decolard. Yes, so it is a trial right now, and the situation is if he goes and impresses, then yes, the door will open for Lamar Walker. So the manager of the club at FC Kimki, Spartak Gogneviev, he former striker, former Russian international as well. He's the manager of the team, 41-year-old striker. And basically what he's doing, he's looking for players that can he's looking for a number 10, put it that way. At FC Kimki, he's looking for somebody that can just come in, hit the ground running because last season they finished 13th in the league. Remember? Yep, they finished 13th in the league last season. And right now, they need help. They need a lot of help. You know why they need a lot of help? Because I'm showing you where they are in the league right now. And that is exactly where they are in the league right now. You see? Right now, within the league, FC Kimki are second from bottom. They're 7 points from safety. At virtually just a shade over the halfway mark of the season. So that tell you right there that they need the help. They need the reinforcement that they need to survive relegation from the league. This is the team that needs that sort of impetus, that sort of backing, that sort of spark from a Lamar Walker. And it's imperative. It's imperative when you look at the roster that they have currently right now. I mean, you can look at it and say, okay, well, there is some quality, especially with Roman Mori, um, Bane, the Ivory Coast midfielder. And you could say, well, there's Nemanja Glavcic from Serbia. But at the same time, there needs to be a little bit more quality. Just a little bit more quality because bearing in mind, 17 games they've played and they've only scored 16 goals. So they've scored less than a goal per game this campaign. And the only team that has scored less goals than them this campaign is a team that's below them in the table in Torpedo Moscow. The other teams have scored much more goals than them. And let's not get started on the defensive aspect. They're conceding 2 goals a game and they're not even scoring a goal per game. So it is a massive, massive concern as well. Now, you might say, but Simon, all of this might suggest that Lamar should not go to FC Kimki. But I say to you this, that Lamar is going to be in Europe. There will be eyes on him. And a 1.5 year deal is a solid experience. He's going to go over the next 6 months and be able to hone his craft, hone his ability, and to grow as a player. And personally, I feel that if he gets himself in this environment, he adjusts to the climate, the temperature, the weather, the surroundings, the people, the culture, the food, the music, the train system, the bus system, then he will be in an environment where he's going to thrive. He is going to thrive if he continues to stay positive, stay grounded, work on those sorts of aspects, and learn from it. When it comes to doing interviews, that is something that we can work on long term. We can work on that long term with Lamar. But as it relates to what happens on the pitch specifically, he can go into this environment and absolutely obliterate the Russian top flight. My early understanding is that right now, with Lamar, he is showing all of the right signs in order to sign a deal. So, right now, it is a good start. Right now, it's a good start. So, it's a good start right now. No, it's not a transfer, it is a trial. Lamar Walker is on trial right now. It's not a transfer. So, the deal is not done. This is a trial, and he has to go out there and impress. He has to go out there and really, 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 really make a good impression for himself. So he has to work. He has to work for it. So it's a situation. We pray and wish Lamar all the best. Walker is a good young player. How has the trial materialized? Well, that's the situation. Our Spartak, the manager of FC Kimki, has been watching the work that Lamar has been doing at Miami FC, and felt that it was about time. Felt that it was the right time to bring him on board and be able to make him to see, because I don't think that there's I don't think, as you know, the transfer market is not open right now, but they can in January. So it's an opportunity that they'll be looking to exploit, and hopefully it's one where if he continues on the same path that he's on, then he will be able to thrive quite well. So exciting times ahead where this is concerned, and I have every full trust and faith that he'll be able to go there and make a solid impression. So it's good news. It's really good news. So he's training. He's training with them. It's a trial, and we'll see how everything materializes. Big up, big up, big up. Lamar isn't a 10. McGee would fit that profile better. Lamar can play as a 10. He can play as a 10. And let's not forget that when you're 22, before you reach 23, sometimes coaches can make an experiment. So if they feel that Lamar is not necessarily a 10, they might put him to the 8 or a little bit deeper, or the right side of a front three or left side of a front three. Those are certain aspects and certain areas that he might be looked at as well. But he would absolutely be an asset if he's able to go there. Yes, but to me, he's not an ideal 10. He doesn't dictate the game like McGee can. No, I agree with you. If you ask me tomorrow morning, Simon, Jamaica needs a number 10 to start. Who would I go with, Lamar Walker or Tyreek McGee? I would go with Tyreek McGee. If Jamaica is playing tomorrow morning and we need a number 10, I would go with Tyreek McGee. But as it relates to this potential opportunity on the horizon, I'm absolutely confident that Lamar, once he can continue to get stronger, fitter, then he will be in an environment and he's going to be in surroundings where he can thrive, grow, learn, develop, prosper. That's how I feel about it. Trial with FC Kimki. FC Kimki. FC Kimki in the Russian top flight. Next hour, window fly open. Yeah, you're right. To think of it, it's a new year in Australia, New Zealand. Yeah, good 2 days for young Jamaicans. Absolutely is, and we can expect more to happen quite soon as well. Absolutely, there's a few more opportunities on the horizon as well, so we can look out for that for sure. Really, really exciting times on the horizon, you know? So, so let's look forward to that. Any new players the coaching is looking at? Are you talking from the Jamaica Premier League? Or generally speaking? I'm sure if you see him play as a cam, you would say differently. Plus the coach at Kimki because Lamar wanted him. Yeah, yeah. What's the latest with Damari Gray? Damari Gray's documents have not been submitted to the Jamaica Football Federation. Well, and Topeka by extension. Well, I beat players for lateral transfers within the USL, so I wish Lamar well and I hope he gets a deal. I can understand that. Yeah, and a player moving from one USL club to another, in 60 to 70% of the cases, I would describe that as lateral. But if Lamar Walker moved from Miami to Phoenix Rising, for me that wouldn't be a lateral step. Because for me, Phoenix Rising FC, Toronto, those would be upward steps. That's for me. So let's even say 80%. 80% of if I move from USL to USL, that'll be a lateral movements. But yeah, I do get the point that you're trying to make. I really, really get that. And generally I feel like there's some good things happening as well. So we wish him all the best. So yeah, it's a situation, folks. And another comment coming in from OBITO says Amari Hutchison and Dexter Lambixia reggae boys are not. Well, Dexter played for Jamaica at under 20 level, and Omar Hutchinson played for Jamaica in an unofficial game. So, yeah, as it relates to those in particular, well, will they be Jamaican? That's another question. But I do expect Dexter to be a national player quite soon. I do expect him to be wearing that quite soon. A real question is whether he is built for a relegation dogfight. Relegation scraps require a certain type of player. And you're absolutely right because you do need that mental toughness, you do need that resilience, you do need that tenacity, you do need that spark. And those are qualities that are needed. Does Lamar Walker currently possess all of those qualities? No. However, sometimes a player of this his caliber needs to be in an environment where you have to fight for every penny. You need to be going to places where jobs are on the line. You need to be in an environment where if the club gets relegated, crazy stuff happen. And this sort of experience is something that could help him because there's no relegation from USL, but now he's going to be in an environment where he knows every game matters, every point matters, and this is the step that he desperately needs to press on to the next level. So even if Lamar gets this deal and FC Kimki gets relegated, right? He can reflect on that experience, and that will be the worst experience of his life. And you know what that means? He will ensure that he'll strive to do his best to ensure that that experience, he never, ever, 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 ever faces that again in his life. And that in itself is special because whether he stays in Russia, whether he goes to Western Europe, he'll know what relegation feels like. He knows the pain, the suffering, the tears that he faced. So that already right there will put him up in a good stead. So for me, even if he signs for 6 months, I'm good. I'm absolutely good. That's how I feel about it. Simon King leaving January? That is if a visa can be processed. Yes. Yeah, if a visa can be processed. Absolutely. Any news on Baker? Lewis Baker has not been contacted, my friend. He has not been contacted. Even if they relegated, he's still in Europe. Yeah, he's still in Europe. That is true. Big up, Simon. What is your take on the Margaret performance and his goal? Look, In my honest opinion, guys, actions speak louder than words. And if he really, really wanted to find his father's birth certificate, then he would have found it by now. If you guys have a different opinion, let me know. I look forward to. But let me know how you guys feel. But yeah. New players overseas. Yeah. Any clubs in Europe interested in Peter Lee Vassell now that he's a free agent? I will have to double check with the situation in Germany and get back to you guys. Just to be clear, when you said get accustomed to the culture, do you mean start drinking vodka and picking up blonde? No, I don't mean that. I mean being in an environment and accept that you are disliked for no reason in the world. For no reason in the world. You're in an environment, but you're disliked. And it's not the same in Miami. If Graham and the JFF do not reach out to overseas players like Gray, Tony, and others, we're not going nowhere at all. I would not go to the World Cup 2026, and that's a fact. You know what's interesting? The Island Cards, you name some specific names there, and those names would be imperative for the program moving forward. But if there are three better names than those names, and they're called up, then I feel that we're going to go to 2026. Remember, form is temporary. So we can be talking today about Ivan Tony, but next year, you could see Tyrese Campbell just absolutely obliterate the league. You could see Devontae Cole just absolutely score 50 goals in a season in all competitions. So honestly, it's all about form. We're having a conversation right now in 2022, the end of 2022. Come the end of 2024, we could be like Ivan Tony. We're still talking about him. So that's what I'll say. So yeah. So yeah. True. USL is a good league because it's a development league, so nothing is wrong. If Jamaican player go there and play, but as long as them no good, no feel say host and shot if you get the point. What happened to Keita Taylor Hart? Nothing happened to him, my friend. Best news me here since day. Dig up yourself. What do you mean dig up yourself? I didn't dig my nose on camera. I gotta deal with it January 2nd. Is Andre Blake transfer still gonna happen? There's not been any. There's not been a concrete offer to the MLS at this point in time. Yep, Malik Foster is gonna be. Wonder if Mr. Back play ball, I can get a USL contract too. Possibly, Possibly. Vassal is a free agent, yeah. Fresh, lend me 18K, maybe trial for Phoenix. No, better you give that to Reggae Boys commentary to grow the channel. Haven't Tony greatest score as many goals as possible because that suspension is going to be lengthy. Yeah. And when we get a contract in a USL, I pay you back with interest. Assuming that your USL contract is going to be plenty, 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 plenty money. Yeah. Yeah. sir. So yeah, folks, I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. There's also another reggae boy that has made a move, and I'll be providing some information where he's concerned as it relates to his movement. So guys, stay tuned to Reggae Boy's commentary for more content. There's another reggae boy that has made a move, and I will be providing the information on him in another video. So do stay tuned for that. All right, guys. So I look forward to speak to you guys and catch up on that in particular. But yep, another Jamaican has made a move. So good news, guys. Really, really good news. How does that sound? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very big news, actually. All right, guys. Another video coming your way soon. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and Reggae Boys commentary. Like, share, and comment to Reggae Boys commentary for more content. Simon, do you know if the National Under 15 coaching job is available? Yes, it is, my friend. Are you going to apply? Comment below. And don't forget to subscribe.
This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105.